Hello and welcome. I am hoping that this didn't just blow your ears out. My intention this time is not necessarily just to stream. I'm also trying to figure out why it is in my last two videos my audio was so quiet to the point where I've had people telling me that they can't hear me, they can hear the game, but they can't hear me. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It probably works out to their favor that they don't have to hear my annoying voice. But I think they're being deprived of greatness. So I've decided to do a quick little stream just to try to figure out what's going on with my audio. If it is too loud and you are here watching this, please let me know. If not, I will try to fix it on the playback so that way you can enjoy my wonderful, luxurious voice in comfort. So as you can see, I'm back here on the World of Warcraft again. I'm very cautious with the sound now. I don't really feel too confident trying to mix the game audio with my actual audio. I just feel like if I turn up the game audio too much, I'm not going to be able to hear me, and then it's going to make me blast even worse. But I think that's what I was afraid of last time, is that I didn't want anything to be too loud, so I overcompensated the other way. But, you know, that's how you learn things, right? You experiment, and you hope that you figure it out. It's not always a YouTube video to answer every single question, so sometimes you just have to experiment and hope that you come up with a good answer. Let's see, where am I? I'm level 107, by the way, so I'm 3 levels away from my goal of getting to level 110 so that I can explore the world of Warcraft with the rest of my guild. I'm sure they've been very patient with me, waiting for me to level up and me taking forever, but that's okay. That's what I do. And that's how I go about doing things. Okay, so I'm actually in Stormheim. I just got out of some place where you basically die and then you come back. You complete a quest, they make you come back, and then now you're doing more quests again. I have to say, you know, I'm really impressed with the way that the quests flow in this game. I mean, it's World of Warcraft. What am I expecting? It's what the game was designed to do. But I'm a very video game illiterate person, or rather, I like to consider myself a very video game illiterate person. And it's not because I don't enjoy games. I enjoy games greatly, but I just don't. Some people have that natural instinct to be able to jump into a game and they instantly know what's going on, or they read the instruction booklet and immediately they're amazing at the game. And I know certain people like that. Frustrating. But you know, I try to get in there and feel it out and see how I do, and usually if the game's too difficult, I can't enjoy it, so because I mean, why do we play games? We play games to relax and to have fun, not to stress ourselves out and be swearing at the computer or the console, depending on your preference. And I don't know about most people, but I can't play a game where I'm constantly stressed out all the time. Although those are going to completely contradict myself within the same sentence and say those are sometimes the best games. I actually have a theory about that. I think that if you're mad at a game and you continue to play it, you know those games where you're like, that's it, I'm never going to play it again. This is garbage. Why am I wasting my time? Those are the games you actually love the most because you care the most about beating. Otherwise, you would just turn it off and never play it again. But if it's a game that you really love, even if you're screaming at the game, you'll play it anyway, even after you're done with it. Or even after you've had it with it, you know, another game that was like that for me was Final Fantasy VII, and it sounds ridiculous because a lot of people are saying that's an MMO. Why would you get mad at MMO? You keep playing and you go to save point. Well, that was a problem. I actually have a very funny story about me and original, well, not original, but old school MMOs probably be so I can date myself as an old man. But when I was a kid, young Skipper Patrick, he my brother had every game system known to man, and he had almost every game known to man. We used to make this joke that because we used to have this video store next to our house called Fantastic Video, and we always joked that they would have to ask him for games whenever they were out because he had a copy of almost everything. Well, I mean, he would let me play the games fairly often, so it was pretty cool. But there was this one game that I saw my brothers playing. It's called Phantasy Star 4. And it's something about, you know what it is when you're the youngest and you see your older siblings really enjoying a game, you're like, I want to play that game too. I want to be special. And you know, if they'd never played that game, I probably wouldn't have even cared, but because I saw them playing, I was like, I got to play this game. It's the best game ever. And that pretty much, well, whatever. Well, I remember I was playing Phantasy Star 4, and there's a boss in there named Zio. I remember you had to go to his castle, and you had to find him, and you had to beat him, and that's how you got to progress with the story. Well, I could never beat him. You get all your characters, you get your main character, you meet some other characters, you get a full party, you get the best weapons, you buy all, you have all your money, and you're ready to go, beat the big bad guy. But then I could never beat him. And I remember my brothers, they're very, how can I put this? They love helping you, but they sometimes they help you in riddles. Or they used to like give you kind of what you're supposed to do, but they want you to figure it out. So I guess, no, that was a good thing. They're trying to help me problem solve on my own when I was like 6 years old. I remember asking them, I said, what am I missing? Is there an item that I need? Is there a secret weapon I'm supposed to use, or what am I doing wrong? And I'll never forget, they just told me, well, you need something. You're missing something. And I was like, well, what the frick am I missing? I searched the entire castle. They said, well, keep looking. And I think that was their way of trying to tell me, oh, I need experience points. And I never really understood that, if you're too low a level and you go to fight a boss, you're not going to win. I never understood that concept. I was just like, I was a very Mario World, Zelda type, interest in those sorts of things. So it never occurred to me that you needed experience points to actually, okay, speaking of which, let's hope I have enough here. To actually get better at playing the game, to be able to progress the game. You're not going to just go in and figure out some secret combination. You have to actually, take some time and grow stronger and all that stuff. And I always found that hilarious, and I always try to remind them of that whenever the opportunity arises, that, what do I need? Instead of telling me, you need to go around, you need to get more experience points so you can get stronger. No, they have to turn into a metaphoric lesson. It's Shinshiru! And tell me, you're missing something. And it turned out to be experience. How about that? Do I need to do any dungeons? Well, I mean, I'm sure I do. I just don't remember which ones. And I love running dungeons. It's just, it takes forever to organize the party, and then... no, hold on. I'm just going to say no because I'm on a roll here. Maybe later. I would like to, but let me finish this quest line. Okay. Shinshiru is actually one of those dirty game guide reading players who thinks that if you actually understand the game the way it's intended to be played, you can actually be good at it. How dare he take such an academic approach towards something that clearly you're supposed to stumble blindly into and hope for the best. Do I need this thing? Oh no, I don't want to fight that thing. That thing will kill me. I really feel like, you know, the original reason for MMOs was to tell really amazing stories about, you know, worlds that you would otherwise not, you know about if you didn't play the game. Why does this thing have a quest icon on it? I really don't want to talk to it. Oh wait, that's where oh my god, I'm so stupid. That's where I got the quest from. Okay, so now what am I looking for? Veerfur free. Free Veerfur. Hold on. Okay, I would like to free Veerfur. Veerfur? How do I free you? The jailer has the key. Okay. Where the hell's the jailer? Did I get it? I think I missed it completely. I did. Okay, I have no freaking idea what the hell I'm doing. I'm just gonna keep. See, it also kind of gave me that whole thing with the Phantasy Star. Kind of gave me this idea that even if I go the wrong way in the game that I'm doing, at least you're getting experience for it. So I could be doing the wrong thing over and over again, but hey, getting experience, so that's a plus. It's a metaphor for life. No matter what you do, right or wrong, at least you're getting experience. You'll be stronger for the boss in Zio's castle. Where is the key? Okay, hang on. We have to come to the infinite. I cannot break free of my trees. Sent me free friend. Collect the jailer shard from Davrax and free the guy. Okay, where's Davrax? Well, where's Davrax? Or what the hell is that called again? Hold on. Okay. Starting problems over here. Let's see. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, experience, right? So that was my first experience with a MMO, and I learned very quickly that that's how all MMOs worked, which is very useful because I believe it's funny how I'm not criticizing my brother. I am not at all, because he's a very good brother. He was a very good brother, and he still is a good brother. But back then, it was funny because, he had nice stuff. He had brand new video games, and rightfully so. He earned them. And as the littler brother, you don't really get access to the fancy things. And, now I understand why, because, when you're a kid, you just like to, button mash controllers, so you probably end up breaking everything anyway. So every time he'd get a new system or whatever, what he would do, or a new game, is that I would say, hey, I like to play that game you're playing. And he'd be like, hey, yeah, that's cool, but you know what? If you want to play this game, first you have to try this one. And then he would set up the Super Nintendo and set up this one of my favorite games to this day, ironically, Breath of Fire 2. And I remember playing that game non-stop. I loved that game. It was hilarious. It was funny. You actually had to follow the story. There was no just rush to the end, beat the bad guy, and then that's it. You had to actually follow the story, and you had to know what was going on. Oh, here we go. Oh, I had it already. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I guess I could have freed you 10 minutes ago, but no, I didn't know what I was doing. Looks like you're dying, but I'm going to accept the quest from you. Anyway. So, my brother would always do that. He would give me he would find the game that he's like, what could keep him busy the longest and away from my PlayStation or away from my N64 or whatever. No, actually, we didn't have an N64 until a lot later. But yeah, or Sega Saturn, the Dreamcast, and all that stuff. Yeah, you can't really play these games until you play the originals. You have to be able to handle these, otherwise you'll. And it's weird because I know that at the time that was just his way of being like, I got to get him to leave me alone so I can play Final Fantasy VII or whatever. But the reality is, he was right. I mean, he unintentionally made me play some of my favorite video games of all time because he's like, I'll let you play Final Fantasy VII, but first you have to beat Chrono Trigger. He'll never beat this. And to a certain extent, I still haven't. Ooh, bonus event. Oh, hey, where are you going? Oh, am I supposed? Oh, I see. Something's gonna run out at me, and I have to use this thing. I think. Right? I don't know what I'm doing. Where am I going? Okay, I gotta go here. I gotta go here. And inflicts holy damage to all enemies in a cone in front of the caster. Ooh, okay. Hello, friend. I don't know if that was his, like, I really honestly feel like that was his way of being like, you know, you play this game so I can play my game, and then when you're done, I'll be done with the other game. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know I could do that. I'll play this other game, and then I'll be done with it by the time that you're done with this first one. But I think that's what got me really into MMOs. And not only that, but it also got me really into stories. I mean, the stories in these video games, Breath of Fire 2, The Legend of Zelda, Chrono Trigger. Oh my god, Chrono Trigger was awesome. Amazing, amazing game. And I never would have played it if my brother wasn't somehow trying to keep me from playing whatever recent game he got. And then, what other game did I used to love? Oh, there's one called Suikoden. I don't know how to pronounce it. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, not like an idiot. But I love that game. It was just so freaking cool. It was about you. You go around this entire map and you collect up to 150 like other NPC or other main characters, playable characters. They could be in your party, and you could fight with them in a parties and all that stuff. And as you would find them, they would each have their own kind of skill set outside of just fighting. And they were just really, you got to build your own little city. It was freaking amazing. Okay, I'm going to have to take a slight pause here. Please forgive me. I'll be back. Hopefully. Okay, I'm back for now. I really am gonna have to go, unfortunately. Baby's home and he's hyper, so I must go quell his fury by making him play an RPG. So he'll take a break. Not really. But thank you for watching this. I wish I could stay longer, but we will see you next time. Farewell.